Do you have a husky voice? Maybe you would describe your singing voice as raspy or rough. Sometimes a husky sound is cool, adding a great effect to your singing voice, but if your voice is always husky, raspy or rough, then your vocal health may well be at risk. Today we're going to learn how to clean a husky voice, making it crystal clear and healthy.
Sound check. Check 1, check 2.
G'day there, welcome back to Voice Essentials, the YouTube channel where everybody sings. My name is Dr. Dan and I'm a singing voice specialist. I regularly work with singers to rehabilitate their vocal health when their voices have fallen into disrepair. Unfortunately, there can be a stigma surrounding vocal damage, with some people incorrectly thinking that singers who experience voice injuries do so because their technique is poor or they're singing genres that wear and tear at the voice. And while some singers do have poor technique and some vocal genres do cost the singer vocally more than others, it is naive to suggest that these things alone contribute to vocal injury. For example, a simple stifled sneeze can result in a vocal fold hemorrhage. With this being said, we must recognise that there are some vocal practices that expose the voice to higher levels of wear and tear than others. Take the husky voice, for example. A husky singing voice can provide a beautiful aesthetic when applied to a jazz ballad or indie folk, but we do need to acknowledge that a husky sound, what some people call raspy or rough sound, is a high-cost item on the vocal effects list. Does this mean we shouldn't use it? Absolutely not. But what it does say is we need to use it wisely, sparingly, and intentionally. This in turn means that we need to steer clear of the habitually husky voice, opting instead to develop a consistent, clean tone. Why? Well, that gruff edge that we hear in the husky and raspy voice is a disturbance in the breath stream, often caused by either unbalanced vocal fold adduction or supraglottic constriction. One way to think about the wear and tear impact of unbalanced vocal fold adduction is to consider the wear and tear on an unbalanced tyre. When a car tyre is misaligned, not only does the tyre wear unevenly, reducing the life of the tyre, it also impacts on fuel economy and road handling. So it is with the unbalanced vocal folds. If the vocal folds are habitually being drawn together for oscillation in a less than optimal way, there can be a consequential rubbing of the vocal folds leading edge, exposing the voice to the development of pathologies like polyps and nodules. And like the unbalanced tyre, the unbalanced voice typically experiences a reduction in fuel economy, what singing teachers call vocal stamina, and road handling, or in our case as singers, vocal agility and freedom. As I just mentioned, the husky voice can also be the result of supraglottic constriction. Supraglottic is the vocal nerd's way of saying above the vocal folds. Supraglottic constriction generally refers to tension and strain experienced in the laryngopharynx and up into the pharynx. I've got another video showing some great exercises designed to help release supraglottic constriction, so I'll leave a link in the description section below if you'd like to check it out later. Suffice to say, our aim as singers is to always sing with vocal freedom, allowing the voice to resonate up and forward unhindered by tension. I now want to teach you a great exercise designed to assist your vocal folds to achieve better balance. But before I do, please take a moment to hit the thumbs up button if you're enjoying today's video. We're going to do two activities today. The first is going to be a straw phonation exercise. We'll be singing a single note into a straw that sits in a bottle of water, just like this one. Have a listen. It is crucial when doing this exercise that you place the hum into the lips so that the sound is being directed into the straw only. We also need to make sure that there is no sound coming out of the nose or escaping through the lips. The only sound coming out should be going through the straw, producing bubbles in the bottle. Let's do a few of these together now. I'm going to start this on F3 and then I'm going to step it up in semitones. One more. When done well, this straw phonation activity assists the vocal folds to come together in a much more balanced way. It's important to not overblow your air, and equally make sure you don't underblow the air also. You're aiming for an even, consistent flow of air and note into the straw. The bubbles in the bottle will help you to manage the consistency of your flow. The second activity is taken from my exercise CD, Dr. Dan's Voice Essentials. Today we're using track 4, Developing Twang. I define twang as a clear, focused resonance, which is exactly what we're looking to produce today. When we intentionally produce well-balanced twang, we activate the aryepiglottic sphincter that singing teachers simply call the twanger, which in turn brings the vocal folds together in a balanced yet energetic manner. Have a listen and then we'll talk it through. Starting on F3 again. Sing, 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 sing. One more. Sing. Again, if you don't have a keyboard at home, you can always download my exercise CD track from the link in the description section below. Notice I'm using an NG sound in the exercise. The NG engages the twanger and draws the vocal folds together for balanced phonation. It is important, once again, that you get the breath pressure just right. Too much air and the voice will constrict. Too little and the vocal folds won't adduct cleanly, leaving you with a breathy sound, which in this case is not ideal. Neither of these activities is the silver bullet to cleaning the husky voice, but they will go a long way towards helping to strengthen and balance your vocal fold adduction. Before you go, allow me to once again state that there is nothing wrong with choosing to sing with a husky, raspy or rough vocal quality. Just make sure that it remains a choice and doesn't become a habit. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Leave any questions and comments below, and as always, if you haven't already, take a moment to subscribe for weekly Learn to Sing videos just like this one. I hope to see you again soon. I'm Dr. Dan. Sing well.